momentum towards opening crossings and getting more aid in.
Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, peace, love, and salutations. To the hopeful like Akim, teaching and preaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. This Akim Wasap, today's lesson is entitled Military Draft Enforcers Launch Raids Across Ukraine. Will it come to America? And Lord willing, you be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, which are the true names of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. And as always, the sit-downs, the lessons, the street speaking is for the remnant, the elect, the Israel of the Most High, to you as a gospel priest. And Shabbat Shalom, it's a new moon. All right, so I've been following this draft language that Esau has been pushing out on these various news outlets. And a couple of months ago, I did a lesson similar to this on how, that draft talk, they was having this draft language coming out about women, being drafted to the military. Now, when we see what these American Edomites is doing for these Ukrainian Edomites, for the small hat Edomites, all right, it's a prelude to what's going to be happening over here. We see that America is, funding, and sending military support, military aid to Ukraine and Israel. All right. And just recently, you had America's military, or the North American Army, as the scriptures call it. They sent 100 men to Israel, as well as military arsenal. All right. And as we see the war in the Middle East is intensifying, it's going to come a time in the very near future where the American military is going to be demanding people to enlist into the army to go and support the people in the Middle East. So as we see articles like this about military draft enforcers launch raids across Ukraine, we get a inkling on what will be happening here in America. So we're going to read this article, pull some precepts, and Lord willing, and be edifying and comforting to the Lord's elect. So to answer the question in the title, will it come to America? Well, according to the prophecies, there will be a draft. All right, so yes. It says military draft enforcers launch raids across Ukraine. Photos and videos on social media show conscription officers hunting draft dodgers in shopping malls, bars, and restaurants. Military conscription officers in Ukraine launched a series of raids in several major cities over the weekend. Multiple photos and videos circulating on social media purport to show the officials barging into concert venues and bars and even disrupting a wedding celebration. All right. The wedding incident reportedly took place in western Ukrainian city of Lviv. Videos of the scene were first uploaded on Instagram by one of the guests, who said men dressed in camouflage rushed into the restaurant where the celebration was taking place. The supposed subscription officer, who had their faces covered, reportedly did not even introduce themselves but started harassing people and even hit one person. One of the videos published by the man, who identified himself as Sergey, shows several men dressed in camouflage engaging in heated argument with women, resulting in a scuffle. So let's look at this video. All right, so you get the small glimpse of that. They barged into this wedding celebration, and they're looking for men to join the military. They're getting their ass whooped by those Russian Edomites. So, their military is looking for us. Meanwhile, they got their hand out for more military aid and more support. So it's going to go from them having this military conscription officers raiding certain areas looking for men to join their military, to America sending men over there, to America sending men over there in Israel. All right. Now, let me try to find this other article that I had going into how they want to have women join the military. Let me see. Pittsburgh. Because, okay, let me pull this up too, because there was conversation about how the House passed bill to automatically register young men for the draft. All right, and you have a image of a woman here. Okay, and this is what, June 15, 2024. See, what Esau does is he puts himself in position by way of pushing laws and legislation, passing these House bills, so that when the time comes for him to need a draft, he already got the laws to support him. Their strength is the law. All right. Now, I'm not going to read it, but I will put this in the chat. But as we see with these various articles, we see that Esau, this draft is going to eventually come, man. And with American men, all right, there was another article. Let me pull this up real quick. It was another article on how men are leaving the workforce. It says millions of men are leaving the workforce. Why? Because this really not beneficial for a man. See, in the world prior to all this chaos and world, turmoil happening, it was, pretty much the norm for a man to go and get a job, make a good amount of pay, get him a wife and children. But we see in this society that, majority of the marriages, they always end with the divorce being pushed by the woman. So why should a man bend over backwards, work this job, get all this money, all to marry a woman, and all his resources be taken away with a stroke of a pen by the judge? So men is not in the workforce. And then you have inflation, rent, everything is taxed. Capitalism is taking as is whooping everybody ass. So it's just like, what's the use of working if all your money is just going to go back to these corporations? So, men are leaving the workforce. All right. So that's going to lead to the economy, crumbling even more. So add that on top of them needing men to join the military. And, with TikTok and Instagram and all these podcasts and true videos coming out, why would you go and support a military that's just funding G side over there in the Middle East? So you're going to have a lot of people that don't even want to join the military, which will lead to Esau doing what you saw in these videos, sending these military conscription officers to go into these areas where it's heavy populated with people. Like I said, concert venues, bars, weddings, all right, so on and so forth. So scriptures speak about, all right, the Lord removing far off the northern army, because it will be a draft. All right. So here in Joel, I'll start at the 18th verse. It says, then will Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, be jealous for his land and pity his people. And as it is written in Isaiah 14, the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. The Lord is only dealing with the elect of Israel. Yeah, or Khan. Yahweh will answer and say to his people, behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith. Yeah, in the kingdom, we're going to have everything that we needed. We're going to have abundance. We're going to have substance. And I will make you no more reproach among the heathen. Why? Because the Lord is going to remove away crying and sorrow and all these different curses that we have to deal with because we broke the law, the statutes, and commandments. All right. So the Lord is going to make us no more reproach among the heathen. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, the North American military. All right. But it's for his people. All right. Now I'm going to get this over here in Zechariah real quick, and I'm going to go right back to Joel. I just want to hit a point. When you go here to Zechariah, which he was a contemporary with Haggai, Nehemiah, Esdras, during the Medo-Persian Empire. So here in Zechariah 13 and 8, it says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, this land is talking about America, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. And you hear speaking about the 2/3 being cut off and being put to death for their unbelief. But the third shall be left therein. The third, the elect, the remnant, the Israel, the Most High, the election. All right, there's different titles for the remnant. All right, here it says the third. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and I will try them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried, because we all will get tried, especially with the hour of temptation that will come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth. All right, we're all going to be presented with the RFI, the MOTB, which is an implantable device that go on your right hand, and with it you'll be able to buy and sell. That's the MOTB. All right, and I'm speaking about Revelation 13 verses 16 on down. All right, but leading up to this, our trials, our tribulations, low estates, afflictions, the different things that we go through while being in this ministry, we have to carry it. We have to carry our cross. All right, and it's all in efforts to try us. All right, but here's the point. They shall call on my name, so the elect, the remnant, the 1/3 will have the name of the Lord, and I will hear them. The Lord will be dealing with them, and I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, Yahweh is my power. So the Lord's people is Israel, but you have an elect within the elect. And the elect will call upon the names of the Lord, and the Lord will acknowledge them and say, it is my people. Right? So when you go here back to Joel 2:19, yeah, and Yahweh will answer and say to his people, talking about the remnant, the elect, behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and ye shall be satisfied therewith, and I will make you no more reproach among the heathen. But I will remove off from you the northern army. So the brothers that's in the faith, the brothers and sisters that's in the faith, that's laboring, all right, following after Yahweh Shai's teachings the best of their ability, the Lord is going to remove off. Let me look up this word remove off real quick. And it's the Blue Letter Bible, by the way, which allows you to go into the languages that the Bible was translated from to get a deeper understanding of what's written. Now, the blue letter does go off, so you do have to eat the meat and spit out the bones, which means you have to spiritually discern it. So this word remove far off goes back to the Hebrew word rakakwa. That's the ra, the ha, the kwa, rakakwa. It says to be or become far, be or become distant, be removed, go far away. So basically, this military draft isn't going to touch us. The Lord, through his divine intervention, is going to make a way for us men. All right, so we don't have to worry about this. But as it says here, but I will remove far off from you the northern army, the North American military, and will drive him, these American Edomites, into a land barren and desolate, which is Saudi Arabia, the Middle East, with his face towards the East Sea, all right, going towards the river Euphrates, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, the Red Sea. So in that area, that's where World War III or the Third Woe or the War of Armageddon is going to kick off. All right, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. So these devils, you're gonna die over there. All your family members and people that you know that's in the military, they're going to the Middle East and getting put to death. All right, because he have done great things. He have blasphemed against the Most High. All right, and this kingdom is likened unto a beast because it deals with man's wisdom. All right, it doesn't deal with the law, the statutes, and commandments, and the fear of the Lord, and the exalting of the names of the Heavenly Father. It goes, this kingdom, once again, is man's wisdom. It deals with technology, science, innovation, the internet, pseudoscience, all these different things that make this kingdom, prideful and boastful. All right, it's completely contrary to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. But, these devils is going to get destroyed over there. And we see what, the people in the land right now, in the land of Israel, they're drawing the North American military over there, which also fulfilled prophecy. This is Jeremiah 50:45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of Yahweh, which the counsel of the Lord are these prophecies, that he hath taken against Babylon. This is talking about America. And his purposes, that he hath purpose against the land of the Chaldees. All right, which is one and the same. the least of the flock, which are the small hats, and they're the least or the youngest, because they're the nation that was uh, uh, created later in the game, so to speak. When you go here to Google and type in when was Israel created, was those Israelis are Edomites. You know, they were created in May 14, 1948. They the least of the flock, the least of the Edomites. All right, the last of the Edomites that was established as a nation. Okay. So it says, the least of the flock, small hats, shall draw them out. Draw who? The Babylon military. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So they're going to get destroyed. All right. At the noise of the taking of Babylon, the earth is moved and the cry is heard among the nations. Revelation 18. So, you know, the war in the Middle East is going to intensify. You know, those people in the land right now that we're all black, you know, starting off with Benjamin Netanyahu, they're going to do things to draw the American military over there, and they're going to be getting their ass whooped, and they're going to need more people to join the military. Let me pull this article up about the 100 men. All right, this is 3 days ago. It says U.S. sending about 100 troops, anti-missile systems to Israel. Israel's the least of the flock, is drawing them out. Them is the U.S. military. And it's starting off with 100 troops, which I believe is way more than that. But, you know, once they see that they ain't getting the upper hand against Iran, which Russia is the big bro of Iran, just as America is the big bro to Israel. All right. As they see them not getting the upper hand, they're going to need more men and women to go over there and fight. And as we went into Joel, the 2nd chapter, look, all those that's in that military, all right, they're gonna get put to death. Their stink is gonna come up, and their ill savor is gonna come up. It's gonna be a lot of dead bodies over there. All right. So, look, you know, continue to watch. Let me see, where are we at? Put that down. Continue to watch as the war in the Middle East intensify, and watch and see how more draft language is gonna come out. All while Americans are distracted by mass layoffs, inflation, this presidential elections, the holiday season, sports, bread, and circus. Esau sharpening his sword. So keep watching, Akim. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of great millstone that taught us his truth. Shabbat Shalom, Akim. Stay watching. Shalom.